Crimea River is making headlines again because of Britney's memoir. She's saying that
she's going crazy, right? I want to call her JT, but you got to put a muzzle on that girl.
So Timbaland is receiving a bunch of backlash right now for good reason because he said something really nasty about Britney Spears. It took a lot of courage for her to go out there and to tell her story, and it's resonated with so many people. But there are others who are now poking fun at her, and that includes Timbaland. Britney is brave for telling her story, but Timbaland feels like she should put a muzzle on it, actually saying that Justin Timberlake should put a muzzle on her, which is just like very misogynistic. You know, I'm not one to like, I don't even know how to categorize that, and I'm not like an expert in misogyny, but that just like screams it at me. Of course, this clip has gone viral, so listen closely and hear what he has to say.
Crimea River is making headlines again because of Britney's memoir. She's saying that
she's going crazy, right? I want to call her JT, but you got to put a muzzle on that girl. But you know what? We live in the age of social media and viral. Everybody won't go viral. I get it, because that's the way you make money, go viral. I got to do something to get people attention.
So he thinks Britney's intention is to go viral, which I think is unbelievable because she opened up about the procedure she had because Justin didn't want to be a father to their baby. Like, there's a lot to unpack there, and I don't understand how he would take this moment and this question and make a mockery of her story.
When an audience member asked Timbaland what he thought of the Crimea River song making its rounds again because of Britney Spears' memoir, he said that JT should have put a muzzle on her.
It's just really gross. And the fact that he calls her crazy, said that she's going crazy. Did he not like hear what she went through and being forced into these facilities and forced on these drugs and having Robin Greenhill over her shoulder, making sure she takes her medication? Like, she's had to go through so much that I don't think the word crazy is appropriate in any context.
I want to call her JT, but you got to put a muzzle on that girl.
And it makes you wonder why Timbaland would have such negative feelings about Britney Spears. There have been a few interviews where we've learned that back when Britney was working on her Blackout album, which she had a big part in, she, I guess, decided she didn't want to work with Timbaland. And Timbaland was upset that she did not want him a part of her project. And I guess maybe he's still bitter over that, like almost 20 years later. Honestly, there really is no reason for him to be so nasty to her. Since making these remarks, and honestly, like, were they worth it? I mean, I don't think so. He's going viral for all the wrong reasons, and now his celebrity friends and normal followers are unfollowing him. Of course, Paris Hilton has no time for Timbaland and his comments about Britney. Missy Elliott has also unfollowed Timbaland, and Madonna has unfollowed him as well. Britney cannot unfollow Timbaland because she's never followed him in the first place, but I do question if this is a little bit of like media that is, you know, being put out there and going viral and working against Britney for a reason, because it seems like they're trying to reignite this, I guess, narrative that Britney is crazy, or that she's not mentally well, or that she's just like stupid and making fun of her. And there's clearly two very distinct sides of this: the people who think like this, like Timbaland, and then the other people who are embracing Britney and her story. And there are so many people who are choosing this side, which I believe is the right side.
You know what? I feel like they're trying to silence anyone who talks about the justice for Britney and her truths and everything like that. But anything controversial and shit, they'll let that spread like wildfire.
I'm honestly surprised and disappointed in the crowd's reaction. They were laughing at his jokes, and even the man on stage was laughing along with him. And I think for me, it would have made me super uncomfortable, and I would have you would have seen it on my face. But they're all just joking about this.
In his corner store, looking head ass over there cracking up. Beatbox upside your motherfucking head. Don't ever put Britney in your mouth for the entertainment of some men.
But it didn't just end there with them attacking Britney, calling her crazy, saying she needs a muzzle on her face. Timbaland also says that she has no comeback story and she really has no chance in the entertainment industry. And I mean, for someone who hasn't had a hit song since like 2008, that's a lot coming from him.
Not only that, he goes on to say that she has no comeback story and that she for some reason owes him an apology. She should humble herself and make a phone call and say, I'm sorry. She knows what she's sorry about, Tim said. She needs to say, I was wrong and I'll definitely move forward. That's all she has to say. Has he gone mad?
There's something very off here, and if he's referring to the album in which she executive produced, then like he just needs to go and have a reality check, because she did nothing wrong by taking ownership of her own work for once in her career. But because people are talking about Timbaland, and we never talk about Timbaland, he is trending because of his comments about Aaliyah, which you guys know I've made a video about her death. It's tragic. I feel like she was set up, and he was creeping on her like so many men did. He was quoted saying when he first met Aaliyah that he had a crush on her, but she was just a baby and he's old, so he's gonna be her brother. Like, oh, please don't be her brother. And she was 16 years old when he was 23 and making these comments. He also claims that the reason he has married his wife, Monique, is because she looks like Aaliyah. Ew, so weird. I guess when he first saw her, she, looked similar to the artist, so he wanted to marry her because of that, which I feel like is something you keep to yourself. One person wrote that Timbaland is wild for admitting that he married his wife because she reminded him of Aaliyah. Just some stuff to stay in your head, which I totally agree. Another person says, you guys are just finding out about what Timbaland said about Aaliyah. He literally said in an interview that he had a crush on her when he was 23 and she was like 15 or 16, and that he married his wife because she reminded him of her. I thought everyone knew this. To be honest, I didn't know this, and to see the clip, I mean, it's creepy.
I'm gonna give up a little secret. I was in love with her. I said, but I'm not, she's just a baby. I'm old. I said to myself, I'm just gonna be her brother.
Ew, when I hear that brother comment, I just like, ugh, it's so weird, because he like clearly has a crush on her. He likes her. He's gonna like play to be her brother. Why? To like get close to her? What a weirdo.
Oh man, I was fighting a big war, but I love Leah.
Here are some comments from TikTok. This person wrote, I just looked up Timbaland's wife and she does kind of resemble Aaliyah. Someone else wrote, Aaliyah was not protected at all. This is sad, which is so true. Another person pointed out, Aaliyah was surrounded by sharks waiting. That's sad. Again, all so sad. And honestly, Timbaland needs to go and like reassess his like PR approach, because this is not working. So leave some thoughts in the comments below. Switching gears, I want to talk about a reality show that I grew up watching. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I remember Heidi and Spencer were on this show, and that's when I really like tuned in, because they were chaotic on it, and it looks like they're coming back with a new season. And guess who's deciding to do like her third reality show of the year? Britney Spears' sister, Jamie Lynn. She is going to milk all the press that she can. The bosses of the program hope that Jamie Lynn Spears will dish the dirt on her big sister Britney after lining her up for the jungle. Jamie Lynn is going to be sent to Australia for the TV show, leaving her children and her family behind to do another reality show after failing on Dancing with the Stars. And I guess we're gonna go and see Jamie Lynn go and struggle in the jungle. I wonder how long she's gonna last. This person made a great point on Twitter. It's funny to me that Jamie Lynn Spears says that she never took a dime from Britney during the conservatorship, but she never needed to do these trashy reality television shows. Since Britney has been free, she has done 3 shows so far. So why wasn't she doing these shows before for money? Probably because maybe Britney's father, Jamie Spears, allegedly helped Jamie Lynn out with Britney's money. I'm glad we're at a point in time where people are standing up for Britney and calling out those who are doing her wrong. Timbaland is sick for his comments, and it speaks a lot on how he treats women and how he sees them. And Jamie Lynn Spears, we're gonna see her in the wilderness. Ooh, that couldn't be me. But I want to hear what you actually, I probably could do it. I could do Survivor. I don't know if I could like hunt a fish with a spear, but I do like fish. So maybe if I like, maybe I could like, the instincts will just hit. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.